What a wonderful way to start the day with some brand new Jeff Beck vinyl. Welcome classic rock fans to a short unboxing video, or an unwrapping video really, where we look at some brand new vinyl. And we've got two very lovely pieces from Jeff Beck. These special editions, remastered on limited edition orange vinyl and white vinyl, these will be available on the 27th of June. And there is a purchasing link just downstairs if you want to go and check them out. Truth, of course, was the debut album by Jeff Beck after leaving the Yardbirds and doing a few solo singles. It was recorded over 4 days in 1968. It's an incredibly eclectic blend of material on this album, which is what makes it so intriguing and so influential, I think. Many guitarists, including Mick Box from Uriah Heep, cite this album as the album that really got him interested in the guitar.
With the Truth album, that was mind-blowing to me, because he made it talk, he made it aggressive, he made it snarl, it made it really sweet, you know, it had everything. And again, you know, I heard that and went, wow, that's for me.
We get a strange splattering of all sorts of things, like a cover of Old Man River by Jerome Kern, as well as the Melody Greensleeves. We also get Bonnie Dobson's Morning Blue, which was covered as a 1966 single by Tim Rose. It was also, I think, made more famous by the Grateful Dead, who featured it, always seemed to feature it in their set list. You got lots of covers by blues giants on here, like Willie Dixon, Muddy Waters, and Howling Wolf's I Ain't Superstitious. The original compositions on here are credited to Jeffrey Rod, which was a pseudonym for Jeff Beck and Rod Stewart. This is indeed a fine, fine album. I think I've done a video on this album somewhere. I'll dig it out and stick it up there for you. Anyway, let's get the cellophane off this one and take a closer look, shall we? So it's a beautiful matte finish. I think the card is a little bit too thin, in my opinion, which already we're getting some evidence of ring wear already showing itself there. That's the back. It's very much in keeping with the design of the original. And we get a nice polyline sleeve, which I must admit I do like. And this is on very striking orange vinyl. This has been remastered. I don't know if it's the remaster that I've already got on CD, I don't know, or whether it's a new master for the vinyl. That's Jeff Beck and Truth. A nice reproduction of the original Parlophone label. That's the sticker if you're interested in that. Will it focus? There we go. And the next album is the wonderful Beck-O-La, which is in itself, the title is a pun on the famous Rock-O-La Jukebox Company. This is, of course, the second studio album by Jeff Beck, now titled the Jeff Beck Group, and it's an absolute triumph. This was released on Epic Records in the United States, and it was released on Columbia Records in the UK. It didn't do so great, I think, in the charts. I think it only got to like number 39, which should have done a lot better, I think. There was a lot of tension in the group at this time, and it resulted in the firing of Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood, of course, who went on to form the Faces, with a few members splintering off from what was the Small Faces. The band were credited or supposed to play the Woodstock Festival. I think they actually featured on the Woodstock poster, but alas, it was not to be. And the personnel on this album, of course, is vocals by Rod Stewart, guitar and bass by Ronnie Wood, piano Nicky Hopkins, drums Tony Newman, and guitar Jeff Beck. And of course, Nicky Hopkins would actually play Woodstock, because I think he played with Jefferson Airplane on the day before joining the Quicksilver Messenger service, before having a sizable touring career with the Rolling Stones throughout the 70s. He was even on the Exile on Main Street tour. I mean, my God, that would have been a debauched affair. Truman Capote, the writer, actually covered or wrote about or accompanied the Stones on that tour, and he said Mick Jagger has all the sex appeal of a pissing toad. I don't think Truman Capote has much sex appeal either, though, to be honest with you. Anyway, sorry to waffle on all this piffle. This is Beck-O-La. This is on limited edition white vinyl. Like Truth, this would be out on the 27th of June. As I said earlier, there's a purchasing link just below this video. Let's get the cellophane off and take a look, shall we? So here we are, beautiful reproduction of the sleeve, really sort of quite striking and stands out. Again, the card seems to me rather a bit on the thin side. I'd rather it a nice thicker card, and as you can see, I don't know if you can pick it up, but you're already getting ring wear on the back there because of that. And we get the vinyl, which is again in a nice polyline sleeve, which we like those. And there we get the Beck album on beautiful white vinyl. This is on a Parlophone, of course, which was the English release of this album, if I'm not mistaken. And if you're interested, of course, here is the label, which I keep because I'm a bit anal like that. So there you are, that's two wonderful pieces by Jeff Beck, which are available at the end of the month. If you do like Jeff Beck, do check out this box set by BBA. I've done an unboxing of this on my Patreon, a review of it. But this is a wonderful, wonderful set. Of course, you've got Carmen Apiece on drums, who was an absolute monster. And Tim Bogert, who is cited as a huge influence on many bass players. But this is a absolutely fabulous rocking set, it really is. Anyway, that's everything I want to say at the moment. Do check out my review of the Jeff Beck album Truth. There is a card up there. And I'll just ask you to please click like, subscribe, check that notification bell, share this video if you think anyone might be interested in it, and check some of the links below this video for ways you can support the sterling work at Classic Album Review. It's always much appreciated. Become a Patreon, why not? There's a fine body of work on my Patreon, and we're forming a real classic rock community over there. Whew, that's that said. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll leave you with my closing salvo, which is hope you're well, staying safe, and of course that you keep listening.